Hey.
Okay, I'm recording. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our reading of the 1998 classic Dirty Work, directed by Bob Saget, starring the late, great Norm Macdonald and a host of other people. I have an amazing cast here tonight with me. I have Logan, of course, playing Artie Lang's character Sam and a bunch of other people. We have Eric playing a bunch of people, including Travis Cole, played by Shooter McGavin himself in the film, Christopher
Shooter.
McDonald. We
Give
got
it
two
here.
McDonalds in this movie. We got Anne, of course, doing the scene description and playing Kirkpatrick and a bunch of other people. And then, of course, we have Kate playing Jimmy, played by the late, great Chris Farley, and playing Kathy in the movie, played by Monk's sidekick, Trailer Howard. And yeah, so we're going to be playing a lot of parts tonight. You guys are going to love it, and it's going to be great. All right, so whenever you're ready, Anne, let's do it.
All right. So, Dirty Work by rewrite by Frank Sebastiano, Norm Macdonald, and Fred Wolf. Directed by Bob Saget, which I didn't realize that. All right. Begin credit sequence. Exterior school day. An elementary school. Mitch Weaver, a lanky and tall 3-year-old, is approached by Derek, a mean-looking 10-year-old.
Hand over your milk money, Weaver.
I'm a little short right now, Derek. Will you take a check?
Interior dumpster. Day. Mitch is thrown into the garbage. He lies there.
That's me, Mitch Weaver. But don't feel too bad for me yet, because I never was the kind of guy who takes something like that lying down.
All right, then Sam, a chunky 8-year-old, lands on top of him.
That's Sam, my lifelong best friend.
Derek's gonna pay for this.
Absolutely, right after you get off me.
Interior living room day. Pops, a gruff man in his 50s wearing a Central Avenue Gym t-shirt with a boxing glove on it, sits with Sam and Mitch. There are boxing trophies and memorabilia around the room.
I never had a dad growing up, so Sam's dad, Pops, tried to fill in a little. He was a boxer, a real tough guy.
The most important thing to remember in life is wherever you go, whatever you do, don't take no crap from no one.
Interior living room day. Oh, wait, no. Pop exits.
Wow. My dad sure is great.
Yeah, that was much better than actually helping us. Honestly, I never liked the guy, but he was right about not taking crap. Hey, do you know where he hides his gun? Don't get nervous.
Interior classroom day. Police are taking Derek away in cuffs. Mitch and Sam smile.
We just planted the gun in the bully's desk so he'd get in trouble. We always did stuff like that to get back at people who messed with us.
In exterior intersection day, a male school crossing guard grabs a kid's ass.
Like this crossing guard who used to grab all the kids' asses. Back then, people weren't on the lookout for child molesters. The only way to nail them was to catch them red-handed. That's where the super glue came in.
The crossing guard grabs Mitch's ass and his hands get stuck to the seat of Mitch's pants. The crossing guard tries to get his hands free, making the situation look even worse.
Look, everybody, crossing guard grabbing an 8-year-old's ass over here.
Interior apartment. Bathroom door day. Sam and Mitch, with a Polaroid camera, are at the door.
And we really got back at this ornery babysitter we didn't like.
Sam knocks down the door and Mitch takes a flash picture, angle on Polaroid. An angry 18-year-old girl is on the toilet.
After all these years, this picture still makes me horny. I mean, wistful for old times. Jumping ahead to when I was 16, the defining event of my adolescence occurred.
Interior funeral home day. Mitch, 16 years old, puts a photo of his mom atop the closed casket. Aunt Jenny gives Mitch a long hug, putting his face between her huge breasts. Mitch is mourning, but he's still a horny teenager, and he loves the boobsicles, so Mitch moves his head around a little. Motorboat.
My mom died. It was rough because I'm not comfortable expressing those things. You know, you feel them. Emotions? No, that can't be right. Anyway, I tried to express myself in other ways. In fact, that's when I started making little notes to myself.
The embrace ends, and Mitch's face is flush as he watches Aunt Jenny walk away. Then he pulls out a small pad and pencil, talking as he writes.
Note to self, remember, Aunt Jenny is your aunt.
Exterior street day. A nasty Doberman chases a 16-year-old Mitch and Sam.
In high school, I still didn't take crap from anyone, man or beast, like when this Doberman from the neighborhood kept chasing us.
Exterior street day. The Doberman is being chased by a huge German Shepherd.
So we borrowed Sam's cousin's huge German Shepherd.
The huge German Shepherd is humping the Doberman.
Who also happens to be gay. Taught that Doberman some humility.
Exterior high school day. Sam is sitting on a 16-year-old Ted who vainly struggles.
You're probably wondering why Sam is sitting on Ted, the class genius who gets a perfect score and ruins the curve on every test.
Interior high school classroom day. A room full of 16-year-olds are taking a standardized test. Among them, Mitch is leaning back in his chair, sleeping.
If you guessed because I'm inside taking Ted's SATs for him, you're correct.
Exterior high school parking lot day. Mitch and Sam pull into a spot with Mitch's Pontiac. 10 17-year-old football players go over to Mitch and Sam.
But don't get the idea that we only took revenge against weak kids, because nothing could be further from the truth.
Hey, this is football team parking.
Oh, no, it isn't. Football team parking is in your mother.
Interior dumpster day. Mitch is thrown into the dumpster.
The one bad thing about being skinny is that it really hurts when your fat friend falls on top of you.
Sam lands on top of Mitch. Exterior parking lot day. The football players are eating donuts donuts out of a box on the hood of a car. As a football player is eating the last donut, he sees a Polaroid picture in the bottom of the box.
To get back at those football players, we turn to the donut trick.
The Polaroid is of Mitch and Sam, each with a stack of donuts over their penises. He spits out his donut.
And we did the exact same thing, too.
We pan over to the next car where there is another box of donuts and cheerleaders spitting out donuts, except for one cheerleader staring at the Polaroid and eating her donut.
The cheerleaders. Actually, with the cheerleaders, it was less of a revenge and more of an effort to impress them.
In this Polaroid, which Sam and Mitch have piled on a lot of extra donuts to make their penises seem longer. Exterior meter maid car day. Mitch sneaks over with a huge bag of unpopped corning. God, I'm so sorry. He pops the hood and pours the kernels into the engine compartment.
I think my favorite revenge of all was against this meter maid who really had it in for me. She would go past a dozen other cars just to give my car a ticket.
Exterior meter maid car day. As the meter maid drives, popcorn shoots out of the tailpipe and then the car stops. The hood of the car starts to plump like a Jiffy Pop container, and then the engine explodes, popcorn blowing off the hood, side panels, and fender. Mitch and Sam walk over and enjoy some fresh popcorn.
Mitch, I gotta hand it to you. You don't take crap from anybody.
And I never will, Sam. I never will.
End credit sequence. Fade in. Interior Pontiac day. The driver is Mitch Weaver, now 30 years old. He's wearing an Aldo's Pizza shirt. Mitch looks stressed.
Okay, 132 Highfield Avenue. Oh, no.
Exterior street day. Mitch's Pontiac has an Aldo's Pizza sign on the trunk that says 30 minutes or it's free. The Pontiac is stopped in a massive suburban traffic jam. Interior Pontiac day. Mitch grabs the pizza and runs out of the car. Exterior street day. In a long shot, Mitch runs with the pizza across frame from right to left. He stops in the middle and doubles over, cut out of breath. Mitch pulls a mini tape recorder out of his back pocket.
Note to self. Running only looks easy.
Mitch painfully starts running again. Exterior Highfield Avenue day. Mitch, completely winded, holding pizza, rings the doorbell. A middle-aged guy with a smirk on his face opens the door.
Hey there. 30 minutes or it's free, right? And you took, let's see, 32 minutes. So close yet so far.
Ah, come on, buddy. This free pizza comes out of my paycheck.
That doesn't seem fair.
The guy takes the pizza and slams the door in Mitch's face. Exterior Pontiac day. Mitch returns to his car, which he abandoned in the traffic, and there is a parking ticket on it. Mitch takes it and tosses it away. Interior Aldo's Pizza day. heavily Italian workers lounging around with their shirt buttons open, gold chains, playing cards in the back. Up front, Mitch stands before the big, beefy boss, Aldo.
So then the guy says, if you want the money for this pizza, you tell Aldo and all the rest of those sweaty Italian fruits to come down here and get it from me themselves. Then he started saying all these nasty things about Mussolini.
Mitch, the guy called. I know you didn't make it on time.
Look, Aldo, you know none of the other pizza places have a 30-minute guarantee anymore. Don't you think we could drop it too?
Oh, you think we should just drop the 30-minute guarantee? You think Aldo should just be like the others? Mitch Weaver, you're not fit to wear that shirt. You little teeny much of
Mitch puts his hand up to Aldo.
Whoa. Aldo, you're always making threats like that. I really think you should take it easy on me.
You know what, Mitch? You're right. I should take it easy on you.
Exterior Aldo's Pizza Day. Mitch is tossed out of the front door, shirtless.
Oh, no.
He lands hard on the sidewalk in front of a group of customers about to enter. The customer freeze in their tracks. I can't whistle. Mitch looks up at them and back at the pizza place.
Look, if I told you once, I told you 1,000 times, you shouldn't whack off into the pizza sauce. It's just not fair to the customers.
Customers turn around and leave. Exterior street day, Mitch walks into the Pontiac, which has a flat tire on the front driver's side. Mitch stares at it glumly, then opens the trunk where the spare tire should be. There's an old meatball sub. Mitch pulls out the mini recorder.
Note to self, trading spare tire for meatball sub was not a good deal.
Mitch slams the trunk shut, then knocks off the Aldo's sign. Exterior intersection day, Mitch, still shirtless, drives the Pontiac with the flat tire up to a red light. A guy in a Jeep pulls up. Hey man, one of your tires is flat.
Ah, sure, pal. Next thing you'll be telling me I'm not wearing a shirt.
Exterior street day, Mitch, shirtless, parks and gets out, walking past a homeless man wearing a nice button-down shirt over his otherwise shabby clothes. Then a homeless woman passes wearing an Aldo's Pizza shirt exactly like the one Mitch was wearing, including the name stitched in Mitch. Mitch stops and is passed by a little girl wearing a Montreal Canadiens jersey that is way too big for her. Mitch looks back at the little girl to see his name, Weaver, on the back of the jersey.
Hey, that's my Canadiens jersey.
Little boy walks past Mitch wearing a pair of jeans that are way too big on him. His feet stepping on the knees of the jeans, dragging a set of golf clubs. Mitch looks up.
Tony Ann.
Exterior apartment building day. Tony Ann, 28, cute, but a little hard looking, tosses shirts and a pair of sneakers out the window. Below, another homeless guy holds a pair of sneakers as Mitch walks up.
Do you have something in a 10.5 wide?
Mitch rips the sneakers away, and the homeless man leaves.
Tony Ann, what are you doing?
Told me he fired you. That was your 14th job in the past 3 months. I just can't take it anymore.
Mitch grabs one of the last falling shirts midair and puts it on.
Look, honey, I understand you're upset. Well, maybe you'll feel better after we have some dirty sex.
Forget it, Mitch. I'm done wasting my life with you. Goodbye.
Hey, what about the rest of my stuff?
Your stuff? There is no your stuff. I paid for everything in this apartment.
Mitch looks away from Tony Ann to think.
Wait, that's not true. I paid for the popcorn machine.
Mitch looks up and then dives out of the way of a falling popcorn machine. Exterior, different apartment building day. Mitch is sitting on the front stoop with the mangled popcorn machine. Up walks Sam McKenna, now a stocky 30-year-old.
Ring bean.
Hey, Fruity.
Sam sits down and eats some old popcorn from the machine.
Recognition of that popcorn machine. I'm guessing she threw you out for good.
Yeah,
That's your car back there. It's a nasty flat, but I think I can fix it.
thanks. Hey, I was wondering, do you think I could crash with you and your dad for a while?
No, I'm gonna turn on my best friend to pedal his ass out on the street.
Sam gets up and heads inside. Mitch follows.
I'm assuming that was a yes?
Interior living room day. Sam's dad, Pops McKenna, a very old man, sits watching an MTV dance show. Ooh, yeah, that was the raunchy days. Show on an old black and white TV. He drinks soup and has a small blanket covering up his legs. Still, he projects an aura of toughness. Boxing trophies and memorabilia decorate the room. Sam and Mitch walk in. Sam sits down next to Pops while Mitch keeps his distance.
Hey, Pops, how's it going?
Pretty good, son. Pretty good. Where's Mama?
Mom's dead, Pop.
Pops eyes.
Sam, what I mean is, when are you gonna get me another whore?
I thought you couldn't, you know.
Pops puts his arm around Sam.
I can't, son. But there's new magazine. Subscribe to give me a few ideas.
Jesus. Pops hands Sam the magazine. Impotent old men and whores.
There's some good advice on home stereo equipment too.
Sam looks at the magazine as he walks over to Mitch. Angle on Mitch and Sam. They lean in and talk low so Pops can't hear.
Mitch, could you do me a favor?
I'm broke, man. I can't pay for the whore.
Not bad. Could you sit with Pops for a little while? What's the matter?
This is awkward, but I have to be honest with you. Ever since we were little kids, I've always felt weird around your dad. Maybe it's because I never had a dad growing up myself. It's probably me. I'm just not comfortable around him.
Angle on Pops. He watches TV swiveling his hips along with the dancers as he slurps soup, seemingly oblivious to Mitch and Sam.
He's creepy. He creeps the hell out of me.
Yeah, well, he likes you. Look, I have to call somebody to borrow a jack. Just hang with him for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Sam exits and Mitch walks over to the stands by Pops.
Hey there, Mr. McKenna. How you doing?
Pops motions for him to come closer.
I'm a little closer, Mitch.
Mitch moves closer. Pops keeps motioning.
You feeling okay?
Oh, don't worry about me. I just want to thank you for spending a little time with me here. You're a good boy.
No problem.
Also, and I also want to say I'm sorry.
For what?
For me being such a creepy old man. I'm sorry.
Pops throws the soup off his lap and lunges for Mitch's neck, choking him. Mitch gags.
For being such an old creep. I apologize, you little smart ass.
Sam runs in and struggles to pull Pops off Mitch.
You lousy bastard. I'll tell you limb from limb.
Oh God, I love you. Exterior Manetti's Tavern Night. A typical blue-collar bar. Interior Manetti's Tavern Night. Mitch and Sam are sitting at the bar. The customers are a mix of rowdy young people and older drinkers.
Sam, do you remember how things were when we were young?
Sure, it was great.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I felt good about myself then. If someone messed with me, no problem. I didn't take crap from anybody. But now I'm in my 30s, I can't hold a job, I go out with women I don't even like, and worst of all, I take crap from absolutely everybody. Well, things could be worse. I could have gotten my nose bit off by a Saigon whore.
Next to them at the bar, Jimmy, a grizzled 40, wheels around and angry, his nose clearly bitten off years ago.
You bastard!
I'm just messing with you, Jimmy. Get Jimmy a drink on me. Make it a water.
Sam looks off and sees Veronica. Ooh, a gorgeous woman sitting alone on the other side of the bar.
Oh, look at her.
It's all you, buddy. Go get her.
Angle on Veronica. Sam saddles up at the bar next to Veronica. She ignores him.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Sam. Sam McKenna.
Sam points to Mitch.
That's my buddy Mitch over there. Best pal. Grew up together. Yeah, he's a great guy. It's a nice skirt. And legs. I live with my dad.
Every guy I've ever gone out with. Angle on Mitch. Mitch takes a sip of beer as he watches TV at the bar. Angle on the TV. Anchorman Chaz Ramirez is at a news desk.
Well, it appears Travis Cole has bailed the city out once again, coming up with funds to save the Chelsea Opera House.
Video of the press conference. Travis Cole is in his early 50s, good-looking, confident, and holds a chihuahua.
You guys always want to figure out what my angle is. That opera house is part of this city's heritage. So heck yes, I'm going to keep it up and running. I love this city, and I love opera. So sue me.
Angle on Mitch. Kathy White, pretty, late 20s, stands next to Mitch.
Ah, a guy like Travis Cole has a great life.
You mean just because he's rich?
Mitch turns and sees Kathy and smiles.
No, because he never has to take crap from anybody. You see, there are two kinds of people in the world: those who get stomped on and those who do the stomping.
Where'd you get that theory?
A famous guy said it. It was either Yogi Berra or who's that other guy? Oh, yeah, Jesus. Hi, I'm Mitch.
Hello, Mitch.
Oh, no.
Anglon, Sam, Veronica, and Jason. Veronica is now ignoring not only Sam, but Jason, a big frat guy standing next to her holding a pool cue. Other frat guys mill around behind Jason.
Maybe later you want to drop by the house, check out the hot tub.
Pal, beat it.
Why don't you beat it?
Ass fight. The lady's obviously not interested, so get lost.
Jason gets in Sam's face.
Maybe we should let the lady decide.
I think you should fight it out. They turn to each other, face to face.
Good idea.
Great idea.
Brilliant idea.
Love the idea.
I want to take the idea home and lick it up and down all night long, giving it an orgasm after mind-blowing orgasm.
Fight, weirdo.
Anglon, Mitch, and Kathy.
So, how should a person deal with it if they're one of the people destined to get stomped?
Mitch finishes his beer.
Well, drinking helps.
Mitch walks off. Kathy watches him. Anglon, Sam, and frat guys. Sam and Jason still holding a pool cue square off. 4 frat guys, one with a pool cue, step behind Jason. Only Mitch steps behind Sam.
All right, it's fighting time. Hey, can I be on their side? Listen to me. You've got to stop getting into fights over girls who will never have sex with you.
Angle on the jukebox. Minetti walks up to Jimmy, who is at the jukebox.
You playing something good for the brawl?
Hell yeah. Rolling Stones, Street Fighting Man, G7.
But you just hit G8.
Music, the Pina Colada song. Jason yells and takes a step at Sam. Swings the pool cue at him. Sam grabs the cue, jerks Jason towards him, and punches him in the face, attacking him. Frat guy, also with a pool cue, steps towards Mitch.
Hey, how come you get a pool cue?
Yells and swings at him. Mitch spastically crosses his hands in the front of his face, turns his head, and lifts his left knee in front of his stomach to cover up. The cue smashes against his body, splintering in half. Sam beats up on some frat guys.
Take this back to college with you.
Sam cracks Sam cracks one in the head with the splintered cue. Mitch down, getting kicked repeatedly by frat guy numero uno.
Okay, you've made your point. You win.
Frat guy numero cuatro breaks a beer bottle over the end of the pool table and brandishes the jagged edge as he and Sam square off at opposite ends of the pool table.
Come on, you son of a bitch. Let's go, son of a bitch. Bring it, you son of a bitch.
Sam grabs a ball from the pool table and throws it at the frat guy numero cuatro, nailing him in the face.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, no shit. Meanwhile, frat guy number 1 has picked Mitch up and is about to heave him through the front window.
What are you trying to prove?
Exterior Minetti's bar night. Mitch goes crashing through the front window onto the sidewalk. He pulls out the mini recorder.
Note to self, learn to fight.
Sam lands on top of Mitch, who yelps weakly. Exterior frat house night. Jason and his frat buddies are entering the house, high-fiving and whooping it up. Across the street, Mitch and Sam are standing by a payphone wearing police uniforms.
Mitch, I just want to go in there and rip their heads off, one by one.
Yeah, that would probably work too, since they're so tired from beating us mercilessly. Look, we already rented the cop uniforms. Let's just try it my way.
Mitch puts a quarter in and dials the payphone.
Hey, dude, what's up?
And house night frat guys, including the ones from the bar, drink beer and carry on like idiots. Music blares. Jason's on the phone, intercut with the phone conversation.
Yo, Neil, is that you?
Yeah, it's me, Neil.
We just got back from laying a beating on these guys. I mean, we messed them up good.
Oh, did you there? Well, listen.
Terry had this guy on the ground and he was kicking him.
Right. Now the reason I'm calling...
Then Terry picks the scrawny loser up and tosses him right through the window. Like, right through. You believe Terry did that?
No, I can't even imagine it.
And the whole time, this guy's just lying there crying to Terry like a little girl. Wait, let me get Terry.
No, don't get Terry. What I mean is, I call because there's these guys going around to all the frat houses pretending to be cops, but they're not cops. They're fake cops, and they just robbed a bunch of stuff from the Delta Psi house. Don't be fooled, okay?
Yeah, sure thing, dude. Thanks for calling.
No problem. Now, go back to doing something latently homoerotic.
Guy is wearing only G-strings. What the fuck? Hands tied behind their backs. Has a hard-boiled egg from mouth to mouth. Wow. Exterior phone booth night. Mitch hangs up and immediately makes another call.
Yeah, hello, police? Real cops? I'd like to register a complaint.
Interior frat house night. 2 police officers are at the front door. Jason, Terry, and the rest of the frat guys are looking them over, snickering.
All right, fellas. We got a little complaint about the noise. I know it's Friday night and everybody likes to let loose. So just turn it down a little and we should be okay.
Whatever you say, officer.
Jason grins, then sucker punches cop number 1. The others start wailing on the 2 cops. Cop number 2 grabs his walkie-talkie. 1013, 1013, officer down. Repeat, 1013, officer down. The walkie-talkie is kicked out of his hands. Exterior frat house night. Angry cops are all over the place, kicking the hell out of the frat guys. 2 officers are dragging Jason and Terry, who are cuffed, towards a police car. Mitch and Sam, dressed as cops, step in front of them.
Hey, we'll take care of these 2.
The officers hand off Jason and Terry.
Hey, frat sisters. Remember us?
Sam knocks Jason out. He then draws his fist back to hit Terry, but Mitch stops him.
I'll get this one.
Mitch punches Terry, but nothing happens. Mitch punches him again. Nothing. Then Sam punches Terry, knocking him out.
I'll get the next one.
Interior apartment night. Pop sits in his chair watching a porno. Mitch and Sam sit on the couch with beers, not paying attention to him.
Boys, when it comes to grace, elegance, and sheer beauty of the feminine form, nothing comes close to the majesty of the vagina.
You know, Sam, that felt great tonight. Getting back at those guys like that.
I have to admit, Mitch, what you did was brilliant. You're the king of revenge, man.
Pipe down. I'm trying to watch these broads badge out.
Hey, you want another beer?
Mitch nods. Sam leaves.
Say, Mitch, could you come over here?
I'm not falling for that one again.
Pop suddenly looks pained as he motions Mitch over.
I think I'm having a heart attack.
Not gonna work.
I'm not kidding, Mitch. But if you'll believe me, at least hit fast forward to the last thing I see on earth isn't that sweaty guy's reaction shot.
Angle on TV. A fat, sweaty, hairy biker type grunts in ecstasy. Angle on Mitch and Pops as Sam walks back with the beers. Pops falls off his chair and Mitch and Sam are horrified.
Pops,
Exterior hospital day. Ambulance pulls to the emergency room. Interior hospital room day. Mitch and Sam enter the room. Pops is in bed, asleep.
Pops.
And he's asleep.
Stay with him. I'm going to find the doctor.
Sam leaves, very distressed. Then Pops wakes up.
Oh, Mitchell, I'm glad you came.
I'm sorry I didn't hit fast forward for you. Sit tight. I'll get Sam.
Hang on, Mitch. There's something I have to tell you.
But I should really find Sam because...
Set your ass down!
Mitch stops and sits near Pops. Pops is quiet.
It's kind of embarrassing being physically afraid of a 100-year-old man who just had a coronary, but I am, so could you please hurry this up?
You know, Mitch, I'm not doing so hot. And well, knowing that, I think I better tell you this now.
What is it?
Mitch, I'm your father.
You must be delirious or something, because you're not my father. I don't know who my father is, but it's not you. I better find Sam.
Mitch, take a look at the picture in this locket.
Pop takes a locket off his neck and hands it to Mitch. Mitch looks at it and cringes.
Jesus Christ, that's you and my mom, and you're doing it. Why would you show me that? Oh my God.
Mitch has a cry. Mitch grabs a chair for balance. Sits and hyperventilates. laughing till you were, Eric.
I'm sorry, son. I just figured you'd never believe me unless you saw that picture of your conception as proof. I loved your mother as a friend, but it wasn't true love. We both knew it. And back then, they didn't have all these fancy birth control methods, like pulling out.
Ah, stop saying dirty stuff for a sec. Does Sam know?
No, and I don't want you to tell him.
Why not?
I don't want Sam to think I lied to him his entire life. Down deep, he's really sensitive, so promise me you won't tell him.
Promise you I won't tell him. I don't know. I mean, I just need some time to...
Dr. Farthing, his late 40s, very doctorly, enters the room.
Hello, I'm Dr. Farthing. Are you Mr. McKenna's son?
Mitch stares back at him.
I'll go find Sam.
Interior Dr. Farthing's office tonight. Mitch, completely zoned out, and Sam, in a panic, are seated in front of Dr. Farthing. On the wall are college degrees. On the desk are racing forms and gambling books.
First of all, Mr. McKenna, I want you to relax. I'm a top heart specialist in the region, and I've thoroughly examined your father and put him through a complete battery of diagnostic tests. Now, let me ask you, Mr. McKenna, are you a betting man? Well, I don't know. Sure. Well, if someone were taking bets on your father about his death, I'd bet everything I own on death. Saying. Heart transplant, because of his age, he's very low priority on the donor list. So he'll probably die.
Jeez, couldn't you have prepared him a little bit for that?
I tried to do it with an analogy there. Sorry, I'm a compulsive gambler. Would you like me to buy you some? Would you like to buy some stolen hospital supplies? Isn't there a way we can get him a heart? Was your father a famous athlete or a rock star? He was a boxer, but wasn't famous. Sorry, no heart. But for $600, you can own one of these completely adjustable hospital beds. Are you crazy? I don't need a bed. Playing hardball, huh? Okay. 50. Pull your car for the emergency room at midnight. I'm not going to listen to this anymore. I can't believe Pop's going to die like this.
Sam leaves and Mitch gets up to leave.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Look, your friend left before I could... All right, look, let me tell you a little story. The year is 1969. A promising young pre-med student graduates from Harvard University. In baseball, it's the year of the legendary 69 Orioles.
Wasn't it the 69 Mets?
Oh, no. To those of us who lost our life savings on betting the World Series, it's the 69 Orioles. Fast forward to today, nearly 30 years later. These are degrees from the finest medical institutions in the world. I've got 4 of them. And this is my Gamblers Anonymous chip, which they give you for going a month without betting.
Farthing tosses the chips into a mug on his desk filled with 100 identical chips.
I've got a lot of them.
What are you getting at?
I'm in trouble. Which could be good for Mr. McKenna's father. You see, there is a way that I might, maybe could bump him up to the top of the list so that he could...
Get a heart.
Yes, but it would take...
It would take what?
It would take... $50,000.
Did you say $50,000?
No! Spurred $50,000. And I need it in 2 weeks. I'm sorry. I know this is awful, but I've given the bookies every cent I have, and I still owe them $50,000 for the last football season. They're fed up with waiting, and they're going to kill me. So if you give me $50,000 in the next 2 weeks, I'll get McKenna the next available heart.
If we can actually get $50,000, how do we know you can really deliver the heart?
I understand your skepticism. No other doctor would do this, but you should also understand it's his only chance for survival. And for that matter, my only chance.
Exterior rooftop night. An incredible night sky. Mitch stares off to one side. Sam is back to us, stares off to another side. A beat. Then...
You know, Sam, I just realized my mom's been gone for over half my life now.
Mm-hmm.
When I was little, she told me about how the lights we see in the sky are from stars that may have burned out millions of years ago. It's like life. I mean, Everything can look one way, but in reality, it's completely different.
Yep.
From down the street below, off camera, someone yells.
Hey, I'm gonna kill you, asshole.
Sam, are you pissing off the side of the building?
Sam is up.
Sort of. I'm just going crazy over here with Pops. He's gonna die.
Well, what about paying off the doctor?
$1,000 in 2 weeks? My sister Carol says she can send $2,000, but that's all I have. I can never get the rest.
Well, what are you going to do? Not try? Is that how you want Pops to go out?
No, of course not.
Well, then let's concentrate on solving this problem. We've got to do something.
You're right. Hey, maybe if I get a job, I can pay the doctor some money and he'll take installments?
Now you're talking. And I'm going to help you, Sam, because, well, actually,
Sam looks at Mitch, who's very uncomfortable right now.
you're going to need help.
Thanks, buddy.
A big man bursts through the roof stairs door. He is completely soaked and dripping wet.
You little bastard! I'll kill you!
Wow, that was a hell of a piss.
Mitch and Sam pull into your Pontiac J. Mitch is driving. Sam is looking through the classifieds.
Hey, maybe here's the want to buy section. Maybe we can sell something?
Yeah, that's a good idea. See if there's an ad that says, want to buy, last week's TV guide, we'll pay any price. But just in case that doesn't work out, maybe we better try to get jobs.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, movie line coming up.
Sam pulls his pants down and to stick his ass in the window. Exterior movie theater day. A long line of people waits to buy tickets. They all look to see Angle on the Pontiac. Sam has his ass out the window, mooning them. Then suddenly Mitch pulls into a parking space right next to the line and hops out. Sam is left hanging. He awkwardly pulls his pants up and gets out. To all the people that's staring at him,
You're supposed to keep driving.
Sam quickly walks away. Exterior nightclub night. Sam is out front fighting with the guy. He punches the guy out, and then the head bouncer walks over to him. Sam, I'm gonna have to let you go. You fight too much. Suddenly, the match is tossed through the club's window. Mitch is tossed through the club's front window, landing next to Sam and the head bouncer. And you, Mitch, you don't even know how to fight.
You think I don't know that?
Mitch pulls out the mini recorder, this time hitting play.
Note to self, learn to fight.
The head bouncer leaves. Sam helps Mitch up.
Hey, some guy in the club told me about a 1-900 phone line that's hiring.
A 900 number?
Yeah, I think it's a sports thing.
Okay, as long as it's not gay phone sex.
Interior phone sex office day. Sam and Mitch are in a cubicle. Sam holds the phone away from his ear, wincing. Mitch is talking on the phone.
Oh yeah, I love doing dirty, filthy stuff to men. Yeah, especially to their man parts. I'm sorry, sir. This isn't fair to you. I'm not even a real gay guy. You got any chicks over there I could talk to?
Exterior clinical testing facility day. Sign reads, earn $50 testing a new fat substitute. Interior clinical testing facility day. Mitch and Sam are seated along with several others who all look somewhat down and out or are college students. Each person has 4 brownies in blue plastic wrappers.
Gentlemen, the brownies you're going to be eating contain 10,000 milligrams of polybenzosorbate, a new fat substitute we're developing. Please, dig in.
They all unwrap the brownies and eat. Mitch turns to Sam.
Hey, ass buddy, you sure this is a good idea?
Hell yeah. $50 for eating brownies. There's a chance of side effects, including mild itching, nausea, chills, and hallucinations. During this clinical trial, we ask that you monitor any adverse reactions and record them.
Sam is really enjoying his brownies.
Man, these are good.
Interior Pontiac. Angle on Mitch day. Mitch is driving. He scratches lightly behind his ear.
Hey, I think I feel a slight itch. Nah, maybe not. Could be my imagination.
The camera pans to Sam. He is sweating like crazy and shivering, his body covered in rashes. Sam looks at Mitch. Sam's POV. Sam is hallucinating. Suddenly, Mitch turns into Gary Coleman, grinning maniacally, driving the car. On the front hood, Satan is barbecuing a pig.
We eat pig, then together we burn!
What you talking about, Satan?
Go on, Mitch and Sam. Back to reality. Mitch is driving, scratching lightly behind his ear. He looks over at Sam, who is a mess. Interior Movieplex movie theater lobby day. Mitch and Sam stand with 10 other theater workers. They're all wearing National Theater's uniforms. A theater manager, Mr. Hamilton, addresses them.
Gentlemen, board members with the national chain are coming here tonight to inspect the place. So right now I'm going to explain my management style for the benefit of you new guys. That means you, Laurel and Hardy.
Sam, annoyed, looks at Mitch. Hamilton gets in Sam's face.
You're Hardy. He was the fat one. Fat and stupid. God bless you, kid.
Hamilton gives Sam a slap in the face. A little too hard to be affectionate. Sam is angry, as is Mitch.
Gentlemen, anyone who messes up for me tonight, you're through. And I don't mean you're just fired. I mean your life is over. I'll see to it that you won't be able to get a job in a gay porno theater.
Hamilton exits.
Is this guy Hamilton kidding? After making a speech like that, how would we not screw him over, right?
Yeah.
The other workers hear Mitch, but clearly are not with them.
Every one of us said that exact same thing our first day working for Hamilton, but nobody ever does anything. It's just big talk.
Trust me, it wasn't just talk. I don't take crap like that from anyone.
Me neither.
Hey, I can't help you, because, I need this job, but if you really want to screw over Hamilton, I'll give you $10. I'll put in 10.
Yeah, me too.
Here, come me in.
Put me down for 20.
Mitch smiles. Interior movie theater night. A packed house watches a cartoon with dancing popcorn and sodas. Let's all go to the lobby. Angle on the back of the theater. Hamilton is shaking hands with a guy in a suit who's with 3 other guys in suits.
Class operation, Hamilton. Good job.
Oh, thank you, sir. Let me get you some refreshments.
Hamilton exits. Angle on the screen, we see and hear the words. And now for our feature presentation. Interior projection booth night. Mitch and Sam stand next to the projector.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Turn away.
As Mitch flips on the projector, he and Sam turn away from the screen, putting their arms in front of their eyes. Interior movie theater night. The title fades up on the screen. Men in Black. Then under it, with the rest of the title fades up. Who like to have sex with each other? Cheesy porno movie starts. Angle on the audience.
Hey, we better investigate that alien sighting.
Sure, partner. But first, I think we better have sex with each other.
Audience watches perplexed. We hear sex sounds. Please. It's very specific. Interior projection booth night. Mitch and Sam stand with their arms blocking their vision. Sam sneaks a quick look, then puts his arm back, keeping his arm over his eyes. Mitch takes out the mini recorder.
Note to self, Sam just snuck a look at the gay porn.
No, I was making sure it was in focus. Honest.
Interior movie theater night. Along with the rest of the audience, guys in suits are horrified. Hi, guys.
Hey, this alien looks just like a hot guy.
Better have sex with him.
More sex sounds. They have the sex. Interior movie theater lobby night. Worker number 1 hands a big tray of sodas, popcorn, and candy to Hamilton.
Give me that. It took you long enough, dummy.
Worker number 1 leaves. Hamilton turns to enter the theater and is trampled by a crowd running out. Following the crowd, the guys in suits walk up to Hamilton, who is on his back.
What happened?
Hamilton, you're through.
The suit guys also step on Hamilton. Interior projection booth night. Theater workers are handing Mitch $10 bills. Sam is smiling. Worker number 1 hands Mitch a 20.
Dude, that was amazing. You should do stuff like that for a living.
Mitch freezes. This thought goes through him like a rocket. We go in close on Mitch's eyes. Wow, very Jeremy-esque. Exterior or interior, your choice. Shopping mall night. Mitch paces as Sam counts the money while sitting on the steps edge of the mall fountain that is turned off. The mall is closed.
Sam, we've been awful at every job we've ever had. Then tonight we make a wad of cash for something that comes naturally to us, revenge. That's what we have to do, man. Start a revenge for hire business.
I've never heard of a revenge for hire business.
Exactly. We'll be the first. With any genius business idea, someone has to be first. Like the first guy who thought of delivering pizzas to people's houses, or the guy who invented crack. And our business will be of use to absolutely everybody. I mean, everyone has a boss or a neighborhood bully, somebody they want to get back at, right?
Yeah.
But most people don't do anything about it. They just let it eat them up inside. Like even you, when you found out that the letters in Penthouse are fake.
Those bastards. Okay, it is a great idea, but I'm sure we'll make money. I'm just worried about Pops.
I'm telling you, Sam, people will pay us to do their dirty work.
The fountain behind them lights up and the water comes on.
See, it's like a sign from God or something.
Not quite. All security, we're closed. Get the hell out of here!
Exterior Dirty Work Office Day. The sign reads Dirty Work Incorporated, Revenge for Hire. We tilt down to see Mitch signing the lease with James Kirkpatrick, a tough looking guy in his late 40s. I just want to get a few things straight here. I'm no Travis. Woohoo. I'm just a small time landlord, but I care about the deal about my properties. As long as the rent's on time and you don't wreck the place, we're finey. If not, I punch you in the stomach.
Well, if that ever comes up, that's Sam's department.
Yeah, that's my department. Huh?
Sam goes inside with the chairs. Good luck, fellas. Kirkpatrick, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Kirkpatrick leaves. Mitch admires the sign, then sees Kathy walking down the other side of the street, a half a block away. Exterior street day, Mitch jogs to catch up to Kathy.
Mildred, hey Mildred, wait up.
Kathy is puzzled. Mitch walks up to her out of breath.
Hi, Mitch. I guess you forgot my name. It's not Mildred, it's Kathy.
No, I didn't forget, Kathy. You just never told me your name, so I guessed.
That's a novel approach. So how did your barroom brawl with those fraternity guys turn out?
You mean you didn't stay to watch?
No, I missed it.
We kicked their asses. I was punching guys, kicking them, throwing them through plate glass windows.
Really?
Yeah, except the exact opposite. I'm lying. They killed us.
Don't you think it's kind of stupid to still be getting into fights when you're an adult?
No, I think it's stupid to still be getting into fights when I can't fight.
Exterior, Phillips Motors, street day. Kathy stops walking, as does Mitch.
So where are we going now? You're like your house or something?
I'm going back to work.
Where do you work?
Right here.
Anglon Car Dealership, Phillips Motors.
Phillips Motors. What are you, a dirty car salesman?
No, I'm a dirty accountant.
Kathy White!
Anton Phillips, slick, late 30s, is leaning out the front door of the dealership. Kathy's smile vanishes.
Before tomorrow, so get the hell in here!
Who's that?
That's Anton Phillips, the owner.
Does he always talk to you like that?
Well, yes, but he's doing a live commercial from here tomorrow during the Channel 11 movie, so he's even worse than usual. Anyway, I'd rather be stomped on than unemployed. Nice seeing you again, Mitch.
Kathy runs into the car dealership.
Live television commercial.
Interior Dirty Work Office Day. 20 prostitutes crowd the office. Mitch addresses them while Sam stares.
All right. Settle down, prostitutes. Now understand, you each get $20 and this requires no sex. No sex at all, regardless of what this guy tells you.
Mitch points to Sam. Sam shakes his head.
What's the matter?
Matter? You spend most of the money my sister sent for Pops on the office, and now you're wasting the rest of it so you can impress some girl.
No, Sam, this isn't for her. This is to get a free commercial for dirty work on live TV.
Exterior Phillips Motors Day. The dealership is crowded with customers. Banners read, Saturday Super Sale! The crowd, including Mitch, waits. An assistant director counts down for Anton.
In 5, 4, 3, 2...
The 80 points at Anton. Cameras are on.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anton Phillips, president of Phillips Motors. Now, we'll return to the Channel 11 movie matinee in just a moment, but right now, I'm here live to show you a great batch of luxury automobiles at unbeatable prices. Like this one, a year-old Lexus, fully loaded, and it's yours for only $26,000. But here we've got one of 9 740i's that are on the lot right now. Each and every one of them comes with a V8 engine, standard, shock-resistant CD player, standard.
Mitch steps forward and points to the trunk.
Trunk looks kind of small there, Anton.
Anton is irritated, but he smiles for the camera.
As it turns out, friend, nothing could be further from the truth.
Anton opens the trunk and one of the prostitutes is in it, plain dead. Anton sees her and slams the trunk shut.
Whoa, you got that hooker in the trunk.
No, it can't be. No.
Oh, I'm sorry, pal. I know a dead hooker when I see one.
Harry, a creepy-looking guy, is next to Mitch.
Me too, man. That was a dead freaking hooker.
Behind the crowd, Sam is crouched down with a bunch of BMW keychain locks with the little chirps. He presses the buttons that open the trunks all over the lot. Mitch walks over to a newly opened trunk.
There's a dead hooker in this trunk, too.
Everyone looks. It's the Saigon whore. Dead hookers are in all of the trunks.
I've never seen so many dead hookers in all of my life.
I have.
Interior Minetti's Tavern. Dave Minetti and Jimmy No-Nos watch the action on TV.
Hey, look, I see Mitch on TV.
Exterior Phillips Motors, same time. Anton starts running around looking in the trunks, then slamming them shut. People are disgusted and leaving quickly. Anton waves the camera crew off.
Not here! Shut over there!
The cameraman turns to Mitch and jumps into the lime shot, launching into a hurried sales pitch.
Is some jerk making your life miserable? You want revenge? Call 555-0199 and let us do your dirty work. And we're clear.
Jimmy runs onto the lot and sees the trunk with his Saigon whore in it. Jimmy screams.
Yoo-hoo!
The Saigon whore opens her eyes, sees Jimmy, and does a double take. Jimmy runs at her, and she jumps out of the trunk and runs away. Jimmy gives chase. Kathy walks out of the dealership office.
What's all this?
Kathy doesn't see Mitch and Sam.
Let's roll.
Mitch and Sam leave. Angle on Anton. Anton is standing there shaking, and when Harry pops up.
Hey, man, does the dead hooker come standard?
Interior hospital room day. Dr. Farthing, whose left arm is in a sling, is about to put a stethoscope on Pops, whose hospital gown is on backwards, open in the front. Yow. A nurse stands by.
Please record the vital signs.
Doc, that stethoscope is freezing cold, like they generally are. I'm gonna shove it up your ass.
Farthing pauses, then turns to the nurse.
Vital signs normal.
The nurse writes it on the clipboard, and she and Dr. Farthing exit. Mitch and Sam walk in.
Hey, Pops!
Hey, Mr. McKenna.
Damn, Mitch, what are you two idiots up to?
Should have seen it, Pops. We just did this cool thing on TV that should really help our revenge business.
Yeah, I think we found our calling.
When I think back, I must have been about your age when I found my calling.
Oh, you mean boxing?
No, working on the Stag films as a stunt cock.
Sam and Mitch wince a little.
Well, Pops, you got anything to say?
Mitch, is something bothering you?
No, about your long hog. I want to hear about that.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw him get him out of the shower once when I was 12.
I got quite the long hog on me. Yes, Sammy.
Yeah, I saw him get out of the shower once when I was 12. That's it. I'm going to go talk to Dr. Farthing.
Sam leaves and Mitch looks at the ill at ease with Pops.
Mitch, is something bothering you?
Yeah, I really want to tell Sam that we're brothers.
Pops reach out, grabs Mitch's balls, and hangs on.
Ah, or not.
Mitch struggles, but he can't break Pops' grip.
You know, Mitch, this is the same technique that brought Rocky Morgano to his knees.
You grabbed Rocky Marciano's balls during a boxing match?
No, it was in the locker room at the gym. He borrowed my deodorant without asking. You know, Mitch, I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't tell Sam. I'm just afraid he'll react badly. And I don't want it to ruin our relationship right before I die.
You're not going to die. We're going to get you a heart.
I know, but just in case.
Okay, I won't tell him.
Interior hospital corridor day. Mitch staggers holding his balls. He pulls out the mini recorder.
Note to self, forget about fathering a child.
Mitch puts the mini recorder away and walks over to Sam and Dr. Farthing. He points to Farthing's sling.
Hey, how'd you hurt your arm?
I'm not sure. It was either from sleeping on it the wrong way or having the bookmakers throw him out of a moving car. So, got the 50,000 yet?
Not yet.
Hey, if we can get some money in 2 weeks, can we pay you the rest later?
Farthing nods, but says,
No. Well, there's 9 days left. Might I suggest kidnapping the child of a celebrity?
Interior dirty work office day. Mitch and Sam walk in. The answering machine blinks 3.
3 messages!
All right, I told you the TV thing would work.
Sam hits play on the machine.
This is it, baby, come on!
It beeps then. This is the Parking Violations Bureau. Mr. Mitchell Weaver, you have over $600 in outstanding parking tickets and your vehicle is at risk of being impounded. Another beep.
Hello, my name is Okrinska. I am your new Ukrainian bride that you ordered. I'm at the airport waiting for you.
Sam looks to Mitch.
Oh, and Sam, I just can't wait to meet your father, Pops, and your best friend, Mitch.
Mitch looks at Sam, who is dejected. Another beep.
Hi, this message is for dirty work guys from that car dealership thing. My name is Ed Wilkins, and I'm having a problem with my next door neighbor. Yeah!
Mitch and Sam high five hard, so hard that Mitch is knocked to the ground. Exterior Suburban Street Day. Mitch and Sam are with, oh shoot, I almost dropped my computer. Ed, a man with glasses in his 40s.
It's these guys next door. They drive around in the Porsche doing 90 miles an hour, and my kids play blasting the music and having these loud, wild parties that are still going on when I get up from work.
Sounds awful.
It is. It's unbearable to live next door to that house.
Well, then we'll make it unbearable to live in that house.
Exterior, back of the house next door day. Mitch climbs in through an open window. Interior living room day. Sam drops the box and is a very nicely furnished house.
I think these should do the trick.
Ouch. Mitch opens the box, which we see is filled with dead fish. They both grimace at the smell as the smell hits.
Oh, Mitch, this is downright brutal. You had fish all over the house and...
They'll stink for days. Let's go.
Mitch and Sam put the fish in the couch, in the microwave, under the radiator. They hide fish everywhere. As they are sewing fish into the drapes, they hear the front door opening. They dive into the kitchen and shut the front door. The front door opens and in walk 8 slick lowlifes. They are from 2 different drug gangs. One puts a briefcase down and opens it. It's filled with coke. Here it is. You want it?
Looks good.
What's the problem?
Smells like fish in here.
Interior bedroom day. Mitch and Sam holding fish, trying not to laugh. What? What is that? Some sort of signal? You wearing a wire?
No, it really does smell like fish in here.
You're a damn cop, ain't you? Mitch and Sam smiles. Vanish as the ferocious gun battle compete with death screams goes on for a very, 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 very long time. Let's show these guys what we want to do to the cops. Rico, give me the chainsaw. The chainsaw revs up off screen. There is a loud, blood-curdling scream as we hear a chainsaw cutting through bone.
Hey, look out! That one's still alive, and he's got an Uzi!
More gunfire, then finally silence. Mitch pokes his head out of the room and winces.
Good Lord. We better get out of here.
Mitch turns to see that Sam is sewing a fish into the drapes.
Will you come on?
Enter your living room day. Mitch and Sam are tiptoeing over dead bodies, each still carrying a fish. They freeze as the front door swings open. It's Ed, the guy who hired them.
That's it. This noise has got to stop.
Mitch and Sam see that it's Ed and they relax. However, Ed looks around the room at the human carnage. He's in shock.
Oh my God. I didn't ask you to do this.
Hey, Ed, we want to get out of here. So you think you could pay us now?
Sure, whatever you want.
Ed takes out his wallet and hands it to Mitch. Then he takes off his watch and hands it to Mitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Ed turns to leave. Mitch looks at the wallet and watch.
Ed, wait, what are you doing?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Ed hands his glasses to Mitch, then turns and bolts. Interior dirty work office day. Mitch and Sam are sitting at the desk.
Okay, that didn't exactly go as planned, but the important thing is we did our job and got paid.
Hey, Mitch, I just wanted to tell you, I know Pops isn't your favorite person, but I really appreciate how hard you're trying to help him.
Look, Sam, the truth is, I'm doing it for you.
Mitch, you're my best friend.
Hey, keep your distance there, Liberace.
Kathy walks in the front door.
Kathy, hey, I'm glad to see...
Mitch, did you really think you were helping me with the disgusting stunt at the car lot?
You may not realize it, but that disgusting stunt was this idiot's way of saying he likes you.
Mitch glares at Sam.
I'm leaving.
Sam leaves.
Oh, come on, that guy deserved it.
Yeah, well, because of what you did, Anton decided to sell the dealership, and now I'm out of a job. Did I deserve that?
We hear the door open, but don't see anyone.
No, but you shouldn't work for a guy who treats you like that anyway.
That's a decision for me to make, not you or this awful company of yours. And putting prostitutes in the trunk of all those cars, that was so...
Cool.
Mitch and Kathy turn, but see no one.
The dead hooker thing in the trunk was the greatest thing ever.
They look down and see Paul, a small person.
Congratulations, Mitch. Now you're famous for being a jerk.
Kathy makes a disgusted face and storms off. Sam returns.
And I wish some girl would look at me the way that girl looks at you.
What are you talking about? She hates me.
No, she's mad at you. There's a difference. She's mad because she likes you so much, and yet finds you an absolutely disgusting as a human being.
Wow, I feel much better now.
Hey guys, I'm short, not invisible. Can I get a little help down here?
Exterior carnival day. Paul stands on boxes so he's level with Mitch and Sam.
This woman who works here, Heather, she's an abusive drunk. Calls me names, hits me. Your classic Karen.
Okay, could you tell us...
Here she comes.
Angle on a woman's legs. Very attractive set of legs. Stumbling a little. Drunk. We tilt up to reveal a gorgeous, busty figure carrying a glass of wine. Then we see that she's the bearded lady. Angle on Mitch, Sam, and Paul. Mitch and Sam are disgusted and a little freaked out. The bearded lady walks over to them, eyeing Mitch.
Move over, short stuff.
She knocks Paul off the boxes.
Hey, baby. Ever had a chick with a beard before?
No, I haven't, bearded broad.
Then, sugar, you haven't lived.
Mitch takes out the mini recorder.
Note to self, I don't want to live.
I'll be in my trailer, honey. If you want it, come and get it.
The bearded lady walks off to her trailer, marked the bearded lady.
Hey, does that go for me too?
Mitch looks at Sam.
Wouldn't actually do anything with her. Listen, just don't tell anybody I did that, okay?
Paul climbs back up in the boxes.
So you think you can help me?
Yeah. Tell me, is she going to be in that trailer all night?
Definitely. After she abuses me, she generally goes inside, keeps drinking, and then passes out until morning. So what are you going to do?
Exterior carnival morning. quiet except for a few carnival hands milling about. Interior bearded lady's trailer morning. We see the back of the bearded lady's head as she walks up. As she turns over and sees that she's been shaven. Now she looks like a model with a heavy stubble. The bearded lady yawns and feels her face. She freezes. Exterior bearded lady's trailer morning.
Ah!
The bearded lady runs screaming from the trailer. That camera swings around to the other side where Paul is on her shoulders of another. Where Paul is on the shoulders of another small person who is on the shoulders of another small person. It's a tower of small people where it says the bearded lady. Paul is spray painting it over the word bearded. Interior dirty work office day. Mitch and Sam wearily walk in.
So how much money do we have now?
Let's see. We got $75 from the little guy and $319 from the Fish Revenge / Bloody Massacre. That gives us almost $400, plus a wallet and a pair of glasses.
Doesn't look too good for Pops, does it?
No, it doesn't, considering we've only got 6 days left.
Damn it! Let's check the messages.
Sam sees the answering machine is blinking 0, then grabs a baseball bat and smashes the answering machine. He then smashes the phone, but a split second before he does, it rings. Mitch picks up the innards of the phone.
Hello? No, it must be your connection. You sound fine. Yes, this is dirty work. Sure, we'll be right over.
Exterior house day. The house is the last on a block where every other house has been leveled. A Pontiac pulls up. Exterior front door day. Mitch and Sam are at the front door, which is covered in orders to vacate. Mitch rings the bell.
This it? Condemned.
This is definitely the address.
The door creaks open and a shotgun sticks out. The guys freeze. The door opens more, revealing that holding the gun is Mrs. Murphy, a kind-looking woman in her 60s.
Are you the dirty work guys?
Yes, unless you're an insane old lady who intends to shoot the dirty work guys.
Mrs. Murphy smiles and lowers the shotgun. Interior living room day. Mrs. Murphy puts cookies in front of Mitch and Sam.
So this whole block is going to become an extra parking lot for the Chelsea Opera House?
Yeah, to make sure none of Travis Cole's friends have to park their Mercedes in the street. I've lived in this house for 62 years, but now the city says Cole can level it. The bulldozers are coming tomorrow.
Oh, Mrs. Murphy, that's rough.
It certainly is, but I'm trying to come to terms with the situation, and I think you two can help me.
Mrs. Murphy pulls out a long list of names.
This is a list of every government official and bureaucrat who wouldn't help me save this house. Now, boys, tell me, do you do castrations?
Mitch and Sam look at each other.
Well, no, Mrs. Murphy.
What about half castrations? I'd settle for one ball from each of them.
That's a good instinct, man, because let me tell you, any damage to the scrotal area is extremely painful. But how is that going to save your house?
That's sweet, but the fight is over. All I want now is some sort of vicious, testicle damaging revenge. As for the house, well, there's nothing to be done.
Mitch and Sam look at each other.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
No, I have a plan.
Exterior house day. A small crowd of spectators, including press, has gathered to watch the raising of the house. 3 idling bulldozers are lined up with drivers ready to go. Also, there are several policemen. Apologies. Martin, a man in a black suit, stands with Mrs. Murphy. Mrs. Murphy, I'm glad you finally vacated the house. I hate doing this, but these are my orders.
Oh, I know that. Of course, I'd still love to shoot you in the back.
Martin, a little jarred, turns to the bulldozers, ready, begin! The idling bulldozers start driving across the front lawn. Then halfway across, the bulldozers begin to sputter and slow down as popcorn spewing from their tailpipes and chimney pipes. What the? All 3 bulldozer engines grind to a halt and exploded a massive amount of popcorn. To the delight of the crowd, which is eating it, Mrs. Murphy is pouring hot butter over some of the popcorn.
Hot butter? Anyone? Hot butter?
Martin is confused. Oh, Mrs. Murphy, stop dispensing hot butter. Who did this? Police! Oh gosh, my contact lens. Policeman looks down and notices a trail of unpopped corn kernels that goes way down the sidewalk and out of sight.
I think we have a lead.
Exterior, another sidewalk day. A policeman and 7 other cops follow the trail of kernels.
I don't know what to make of this.
Well, either it's a trick and we're walking into a huge ambush, or this is the single dumbest act in the history of crime.
Exterior, dirty work office day. The trail of kernels leads right into the office. And that's where the policemen follow it. Interior holding cell day. The door clings behind Mitch and Sam as they walk in. There are a bunch of huge, nasty prisoners. Mitch and Sam sit away from everyone.
So it didn't occur to you that if the bag was nearly full when we left the bulldozers and nearly empty back at the office, that you might possibly have done the most stupid, dumb, idiotic thing in recorded history?
No.
You know, if a mentally challenged person had done this, even they would deserve to be yelled at. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I've just got to put this stupid, dumb, stupid thing you did behind me and worry about the important matter at hand.
Yeah? How are we gonna get out of here? We can't make bail. Pops is gonna die. We should be left here rot.
Sam, I care about all of those things, but right now what I'm most worried about is prison rape.
Well, nobody's raping me.
Sure, you're lucky. With you, they might get so caught up playing with your tits they may forget about the rape.
Let's talk about prison is even true.
3 giant, nasty prisoners walk over to Mitch and Sam. The guys are too scary looking to even think about trying to fight.
Come on, let's go.
Mitch and Sam, with expressions of horror on their faces, slowly get up. The huge prisoner pushes Sam back down.
Not you, Tubby.
Mitch motions to Sam as he walks off with the huge prisoners.
Hey, you sure don't want him too?
Interior lavish office day angle on TV. A mug shot of Sam and Mitch together is on the screen, in which Mitch is staring at Sam with a look of pure hate. Reporter Deanie Petty does the voiceover. The popcorn in the bulldozer stunt was allegedly perpetrated by these 2 men, Mitchell Weaver and Samuel McKenna. We see video of the bulldozers spewing popcorn. But was this a dangerous act of mischief or a heroic example of civil disobedience? Mrs. Murphy is being interviewed outside her home. Mrs. Murphy, tell us about it.
This has been my home for 62 years, and these boys tried to keep it my home, but these 2 fellas sure are heroes to me.
Deanie Petty is outside Mrs. Murphy's. If Mitch Weaver and Sam McKenna are heroes, then who's the villain? Many say that would be the builder of the parking lot, millionaire real estate mogul, Travis Cole. The camera pans away from the TV to reveal that we are in the office of Travis Cole, who sits scowling at the TV. A few henchmen in black suits are present, including Martin. Cole gently caresses the chihuahua in his lap.
Damn it, this looks bad. We've got to stop the hemorrhaging. Martin, can you wait outside?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry about what happened.
It's all right, Martin. Wasn't your fault.
Martin worriedly exits. Cole turns to the other henchman.
By the end of the day, I want Martin jobless, homeless, and excommunicated from this place of worship. Now let's go.
Wow. Interior jail cell day. Mitch walks slowly back over Sam, pulling up his pants and buckling his belt. He looks back over his shoulder.
You know, you fellas have a lot of growing up to do. Ridiculous.
Weaver, McKenna, charges have been dropped. You're free to go.
Sam and Mitch look at each other, surprised. Exterior police station day. Mitch and Sam are standing with Travis Cole, Cole's chihuahua, and Cole's henchmen in front of the assembled reporters and TV cameras.
First of all, Mrs. Murphy is owed my deepest apologies for the hardship she's unjustly suffered. Secondly, all charges have been dropped against Mr. Mitchell Weaver, and Mr. Samuel McKenna, who are not criminals, but heroes. In fact, right now, all 3 of us are going out for popcorn.
The chihuahua barks.
Okay, Spunky, you can come too.
Reporters laugh.
Hey, gentlemen, if you're interested, I think I have a job for you.
Mitch looks interested. Sam leans into Mitch.
Hey, I think he's got his thumb up that dog's ass.
What the fuck? Interior Cole's office day. Travis Cole sits. That's gross. Eric sits behind the desk of a super plush office, holding and caressing. He's caressing the Chihuahua guys. Sam and Mitch sit in front of him.
Mitch, Sam, consider
I think that's illegal.
Mitch, Sam, considering your recent exploits and your status as professional mischief makers, I think you may be able to help me. You see, there's a small walk-up building I own at 99 Franklin Street.
Cole walks over to a city map and points with the Chihuahua.
It's low-income housing, my way of giving back to the community. But much to the chagrin, the criminal element reared its ugly head in the form of drug dealers, gangs, and even a house of prostitution. You've gotten in, and I can't get them out. They've gotten in, I can't get them out.
I'm telling you, he screws that dog.
Why don't you just call the cops?
It's not that simple. They pay their rent, and the police say that they don't have probable cause. Perhaps there's some low-level bribery going on.
So you want us to evict them?
No. What I want you to do is get the building condemned by any means necessary.
Why?
That way, everyone will be evicted legally. And then I'll fix it up and rent the apartments to honest, hardworking families.
Oh, I mean, never tried anything that big before.
Let's talk about your fee.
$50,000?
Very well. $50,000 it is.
Mitch is ecstatic while Sam seems uneasy. Interior hospital room day. Mitch and Sam enters Pop's room. Pops holds a photo album.
Hey, good news, Mr. McKenna.
All right, boys, bring on the whore.
No, we're getting the $50,000 for your heart transplant.
Look, oh wait, that's great, but you know, 50,000 buys a lot of food.
All right, look, we'll get you some poon. Good Lord, that's a gross word coming from an old man. But first, you're gonna get a heart.
You don't have the heart money yet, Pop.
Yeah, but it's a sure thing.
Dr. Farthing peeks his head in.
Excuse me, Sam. Can I have a word with you?
Sam walks out the door with the doctor.
You didn't tell him, did you?
No,
Thanks, Mitch.
but I still want to tell him, and I can't promise that I won't.
Pops leans in towards Mitch. Dives onto the floor in fear. Pops takes a photo album off the bedside table.
Just getting my photo album. Why are you so jumpy?
Oh, I don't know, maybe it's your lifelong pattern of random assault.
Mitch, look at this.
Pop has the album open. Mitch gets up and looks on.
That's me fighting for the Golden Gloves championship. And there I am shaking hands with President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Oh. And then,
Say it.
oh, that's me getting blown by your mom.
Oh,
Wait, I'm sorry, that's Sam's mom.
Mitch calms down and then peers spin for a look into your hospital corridor. Why does he have these pictures? Dr. Farthing slings his arm and in a mini cast on his foot and stands with Sam.
Doc, what happened to your foot? Oh, it's nothing. See, what I don't understand is that when you owe a bookie a lot of money and he, say, shoots one of your toes off, you still owe him the money. Doesn't seem fair to me, especially when they're just going to kill me in 3 days anyway. Mitch says we'll have the money. Oh, thank God. I mean,
Interior car, exterior 99 Franklin Street day. Mitch and Sam are sitting in the Pontiac parked out front.
not getting Pop's hopes up like that. I mean, this is going to be a huge job.
listen, all we have to do is get the building condemned. We go in, wreck the joint, and Pops is saved.
Did you just call him Pops?
I don't know why.
You always called him Mr. McKenna, or to me you say your dad. You're gonna say Pops is kind of strange.
Okay, for the sake of not being strange, I'll now refer to him as that dirty rotten prick. Okay, now let's go save that dirty rotten prick.
Interior 99 Franklin Street hallway day. Sam is putting a pink flyer under every door. One door opens after Sam has passed Gladys. A 60-year-old woman picks the flyer up. Angle on flyer. It reads, "This building will be tinted and sprayed for termites on from noon Saturday to noon Sunday. All tenants must be out of the building during these 24 hours." Interior dirty work office day. Mitch is at the desk looking over blueprints to the apartment building. Kathy enters.
What havoc are you planning to wreak now?
Kathy, what are you doing here?
Actually, I was looking for you. I saw how you and your friend saved that woman's house. Guess it turns out you can use your powers for good as well as evil.
Hey, I don't have to sit here and... Wait, that was a compliment, wasn't it?
I'm on my way to my grandmother's place. Do you want to walk me?
Exterior street day. Mitch and Kathy walk along.
So you're not still mad about your job?
Well, I was, Mitch, but it's true. No one should take that kind of abuse. And I got a better job at Logan's Motors, so it turned out for the best.
Mitch pulls out the mini recorder.
Note to self, Mitch was right.
No, he wasn't.
Too late, it's already on tape. Well, I'm glad to see you finally realize you should never take crap from anybody.
I don't know about that, but seriously, you should take on more jobs like saving that woman's house. You could do a great service, defending people in the community who can't defend themselves.
Yeah, maybe, but I prefer defending people in the community with millions and millions of dollars.
Hey, there's my grandmother. Hi, Grandma.
Gladys waits. 60 stands in front of 99 Franklin. She waves. Mitch sees it's the building he's condemning for coal.
She lives here? At 99 Franklin Street?
Yep.
They join Gladys.
Grandma, I want you to meet Mitch.
Hi, Mitch. Kathy's told me all about you. You're a hero.
Today I'm a hero. Who knows? Tomorrow you might both hate me.
Oh, girls, I'm over here. 3 women in their 20s are at the door. Excuse me, Mitch. It was nice meeting you. I'll see you inside, Kathy. Gladys joins the women and enters the building.
My grandmother runs a business out of her apartment. 60 years old and still going strong.
I'll bet she is.
Would you like to come in for coffee?
Now I have to go lift weights. What?
Okay, some other time maybe?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Bye.
Kathy walks off as Mitch looks at the building. Exterior dirty work office day. Mitch and Sam load tools and an orange tarp into the Pontiac.
So you mean that sweet girl's grandmother runs a whorehouse out of the building?
Yeah, I feel bad for Kathy, man. I wish we didn't have to do this to her. Damn it.
Mitch, you're getting kind of close to Kathy, huh?
Listen, don't worry. I'm not backing out of the job. I know what this means to your dad. I'm just saying I wish we didn't have to do it.
I know, man. I was just going to ask you to get her grandmother's new address when she relocates the whorehouse.
Exterior building, 99 Franklin Street, long angled. Giant orange tarps unfurl. They completely cover the building, and huge letters cover all termite tents. Termite tents. I cannot talk. Interior building, apartment door day. Mitch looks on as Sam futilely tries to pick a lock.
You told me you could open these doors.
I can. Just give me a sec.
Sam puts down the lockpicks and steps out of the frame as if to gather himself. Then he runs across the frame, smashing into the door, opening it. Mitch enters. Music montage! Interior apartment 104A. Mitch takes down the painting. 104B. Sam knocks a hole in the wall. 104C. Mitch drops dead fish into the wall and covers it back up with the painting. 104D. Mitch moves to the thermostat and cranks it to 90 degrees and covers the thermostat with super glue. Interior bathroom. Mitch holds a cherry bomb and Sam lights it. Mitch drops it in the toilet, flushes it, and boom! Water shoots out like a geyser. Interior living room. Sam pulls out a hide-a-bed. Mitch opens a huge can, dumping hundreds of roaches onto the bed. Sam closes it. Interior hallway. A. Sam smashes it into a door, breaking it down. B. Smashes his body into a door, hurting himself. C. Sam breaks a door down. D. Mitch sets a door on fire. E. Sam breaks another door down. F. Mitch uses a fire extinguisher on his door, then walks through the brittle remains. Interior living room day. Mitch walks into the apartment carrying some cherry bombs and dead fish and finds Sam with an elephant? Mitch is shocked. He gives Sam a bewildered look. Sam smiles knowingly and holds up a container filled with, oh god, X-Lax. Mitch shakes his head and walks away. Interior hallway. Mitch sees a door ajar. He walks over and opens it. Interior living room. Mitch closes the door behind him. As he looks around, pondering his next move, Sam breaks the door down and lands on top of Mitch, with the door between them.
Hey, could you hand me the little tape recorder in my back pocket?
Sam hands it to him, still on top of Mitch.
Thanks. Note to Sam, lose weight.
Interior hallway. Mitch and Sam are standing by cages filled with big, nasty rats. Mitch looks at Sam.
Ready? And 1, 2, 3.
They open the cages. Mitch and Sam run screaming, chased by an army of rats. Exterior fire escape. Pitch black because the termite tent. Mitch and Sam have the flashlights and are spray painting the outer front wall. Exterior roof. Late afternoon. Mitch and Sam unhook the termite tent. Exterior building. Late afternoon. Mitch and Sam are standing on the roof as the tarp drops. The entire front of the building is covered with a giant spray painted skull and crossbones, as well as the words, "This place sucks."
Let's roll.
End of music montage. Interior dirty work office day. Mitch and Sam are toasting with beers. The TV is on with anchorman Chaz Ramirez.
We did it, man. I cannot believe it. Pops lives.
I told you, buddy. Here's to a brand new heart.
They touch cans and drink.
Never could have done it without a genius like you.
And I couldn't have done it without a big oath to smash down all the doors.
Yeah.
They touch cans and drink again.
Hey, we should go pick up our 50 grand.
Good idea, buddy.
They both get up and Mitch stops and points at the TV.
Hey, is that the building?
Angled on TV, Chaz Ramirez is at the news desk, and we go to a cutaway shots of the damage of 99 Franklin.
Vandals left the building at 99 Franklin Street a wreck, breaking down doors, destroying plumbing, even depositing large quantities of rodents. But building owner James Kirkpatrick had little to say to News 5 Deanie's Peter.
Sir, what happened to the building? I have no idea, but I'm going to find out.
Kirkpatrick owns the building?
Resident Gladys Wait lamented the the fall of the building. I don't know what I'll do now. I've been running a sewing business out of my apartment for the past 30 years. Angle on Mitch.
Sewing business? I thought they were whores.
Shelter has been made available to building tenants at a local shelter, but about the condemned building, real estate mogul Travis Cole seems to have all the answers.
The bottom line is the building is unfit for people to live in. It's my understanding that the title has been revoked so that I may purchase it from the city to put up a third Cole Tower.
And what will happen to this building?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to level it. But enough boring talk about construction. I want to talk about my true passion, the grand reopening of Chelsea Opera House. You know, all proceeds will be going to benefit the homeless.
Angle on Mitch and Sam. They are stunned.
What's going on here?
Interior Pontiac day. Mitch drives fast. Sam shakes his head.
Okay, he tricked us. But right now, let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Cole owes us 50 grand.
Damn straight he does.
Exterior Travis Cole building day. Mitch and Sam storm past 3 homeless guys and go inside. Interior Cole building day. Sam and Mitch head straight toward the elevators, where they are stopped by lobby henchmen.
You gentlemen.
Yeah, Mitch Weaver and Sam McKenna here to see Travis Cole.
Oh, yes. Mr. Cole said to tell you your services are no longer needed.
No longer needed.
How about you tell Cole we're coming up to kick his ass right after we kick your ass?
Sure. The henchman is quickly joined by 5 more henchmen. Exterior Cole day. Mitch and Sam are tossed out onto the sidewalk. Mitch pulls out the mini recorder.
Note to self, Sam should not speak.
Right, I screwed up. What do we do now?
Oops. Mitch sees the three homeless guys and walks over to them.
Hey, I'll give you $1 each to run yelling and screaming through the lobby of this building here. Oh, thanks, man, but we're mellow, lost the will to live type homeless guys.
What you need are some crazy homeless guys.
How about for $2?
Interior coal building day. Three homeless guys run screaming through the lobby. Henchmen chase them as Mitch and Sam run into the elevator. Interior coal's outer office day. A secretary sits outside the office. Mitch and Sam go straight from the elevator towards the door.
Go right in.
Mitch and Sam stop to look at her.
I didn't think stop. You can't go in there. It's gonna work.
Mitch and Sam then burst through the door. Interior Cole's office day. Travis Cole sits behind his desk.
Mitch, Sam, what a pleasant surprise.
Where's our money?
What money?
Listen, Cole, you owe us $50,000 for getting the building condemned at 99 Franklin Street, so let's have it.
But Mitch, I don't even own the building at 99 Franklin. If I told you I did, but I lied. Good luck trying to prove it.
Mitch and Sam are seething.
Son of a bitch.
You see, when you stopped my bulldozers from leveling that old lady's house, I couldn't just let you get away with it. So I figured out a way for you to help me and hurt you at the same time. Really, I guess I showed you guys a thing or two about dirty work.
All right, whatever, but we're not leaving without our 50 grand, ass bite.
Just as Mitch and Sam take a step towards Travis Cole, the office fills with henchmen. Mitch and Sam freeze. Exterior coal building day. Mitch and Sam are tossed out into the street yet again, landing next to the three homeless guys. The homeless guys are laughing.
And then when you jumped on that security guard's back and rubbed your shit in his hair, I almost shit my pants.
Almost. The homeless guys laugh hard as they look over at Mitch and Sam, who get up and dust themselves off.
Thanks, man. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, much more fun than working for Travis Cole.
You worked for Cole?
We now see that homeless guy number 3 is Martin, who Cole had fired after the bulldozer scene. Sure, all 3 of us did at one point.
And there's a lot of other homeless guys in the city who can say the same thing.
The other homeless guy's none. Take it from us, Travis Cole is one nasty guy. And he's got a real dark side the public doesn't see. And if you cross him, that's it. Your life is over.
I know what you mean. Thanks, guys.
Mitch and Sam walk to the car and find a Denver boot on the front wheel, plus the order for Mitchell Weaver to pay the fucking parking tickets. They look at the car but keep walking. Exterior shelter day. Mitch walks in. Interior shelter day. The families from the building are all there. So is Kathy and her grandmother Gladys. They look glum, but Kathy brightens when she sees Mitch.
Mitch, it's so nice of you to come.
Hold that thought.
Hi, Mitch.
Hi, Kathy, can we talk outside for a minute?
Exterior shelter day. Kathy is now fuming. Mitch is stoic.
How could you? You stood with me outside my grandmother's home the day before you destroyed it? You mean to tell me you really thought she was a drug dealer?
No, I thought she was a whore. No, wait, not a whore. What are those called? Oh, yeah, a whore master.
Why on earth would you think that?
Look, we made a mistake. And the worst thing is we didn't even get paid.
The worst thing is you didn't get paid?
Kathy, we needed that money for...
Just stop right there, Mitch. You drive these people from their homes and all you care about is money? I should call the police right now.
Go ahead. You probably should.
Mitch walks away. Exterior hospital day. Mitch and Sam get off the bus. Interior hospital room day. Mitch and Sam walk in to see Pops. They look glum.
You guys look sadder than a lonely old man without a paid sex slave. What's the matter?
Opposite. We didn't get the money. Turns out Mr. Sure Thing here was wrong.
I don't know what happened. I messed up. I'm sorry.
That was easy, wasn't it? You can just chalk this whole thing up as a loss and forget about it. But I can't. Pops is my dad.
Pops, I gotta tell him.
Oh, wait. I'll tell him. Sam, I'm Mitch's father, too.
It's true, Sam.
Mitch, this is no time for one of your big practical jokes.
Show him the locket.
Show me what?
Pop hands Sam the locket. Sam is shocked.
Mitch, that's Pop's and your mother.
I know.
Mitch rips the locket out of Sam's hand.
You cheated on Mom?
Oh no, son, she was in on it. Who do you think took the picture?
So that makes us
Brothers.
Interior hospital corridor day. Sam is very upset with Mitch.
How long have you known about this?
Since Pops came to the hospital.
You lied to me.
I wanted to tell you the whole time. Pops wouldn't let me.
Oh, don't blame it on him. You should have just told me.
Do you have any idea how hard that man can squeeze a pair of balls? Come on, it's not a bad thing that we're brothers.
It's not. You got everything. Art, people like you. You never have to pay for sex. Pops is the one thing I had that you didn't. And I don't even have that.
Oh, come on, Sam.
Just get away from me.
Mitch ponders for a moment, then leaves. Exterior dirty work office day. Mitch has the busted popcorn machine that Tony Ann tossed at him under his arm. He finds the front door padlocked with a note reading, "I owe you a punch in the stomach, James Kirkpatrick." Behind him, a convertible screeches to a stop. Mitch turns to see Jason and the frat guys.
Hey, that was really funny. Sicking those cops on us like that.
Yeah. Oh, come on, fellas. It was funny to me, but to you guys, I mean, you got your asses kicked.
They pounce on Mitch. Oh, yeah, this is still me. Exterior alley, dumpster day. The frat boys drive off, leaving a beaten Mitch in the dumpster. Mitch struggles to pull out the mini recorder.
Note to self. Sometimes instead of making smart-ass comments, run away.
Interior Pontiac night. Mitch lays down to sleep in the back seat. He is too tall for this. I hear you, buddy. And looks very uncomfortable. He closes his eyes, then the front driver's side window is smashed. Mitch sits up and a thief is in the front seat about to hotwire the car.
Hey, come on, buddy. I'm trying to sleep here.
Oh my God, I didn't see her there. You scared me half to death. Oh my God.
The thief leaves, and Mitch leaves back down into your Pontiac later that night. Mitch is trying to sleep. A cold wind blows through the smashed side window. He wakes up shivering. Mitch pulls out his mini recorder. Music, not from the mini recorder, a sad instrumental song.
Note to self. Find out if other guys' penises are the same length erect as they are flaccid. Note to self. Shitting pants is unpleasant, even with adult diaper.
Mitch hits fast forward then.
Note to Sam. Lose weight. Note to self. Sam should not speak.
Mitch smiles sadly.
All right, I
Nice.
screwed up. Oh, sorry.
All right, I screwed up. What do we do now?
Mitch is jolted, then he rewinds.
All right, I screwed up. What do we do now?
Hey, I'll give you $1 each to run through yelling and screaming through the lobby of this building. I left the recorder on.
Mitch hits fast forward.
But Mitch, I don't even own the building in 99 Franklin. I told you I did, but I lied. Good luck trying to prove it.
Son of a bitch.
Mitch hits fast forward and then ponders.
Really? I guess I showed you guys a thing or two about dirty work.
Exterior Pontiac morning. Mitch yawns as he steps out of the car, still Denver booted, and he looks over at the Cole building. Exterior Cole building morning. The bus stops in front, and the ad on the side reads, Chelsea Opera House opening night. Don Giovanni presented by Travis Cole. The bus pulls away, and the front door of Cole building opens. Look out, here he comes again! Making the three homeless guys scatter as the henchmen toss Sam out the door. Mitch walks over and helps Sam up.
What are you doing?
The money from Cole.
Sam, exhausted, collapses. Mitch helps him up.
Sam, I know you're mad at me, but I think I know a way to get the $50,000, save the apartment building, and get revenge on Cole. And I need your help.
Why should I help you?
Don't help me. Help Pops.
Exterior rooftop day. Mitch and Sam look out at the sky.
Mitch, it's so weird. We're brothers.
I know.
I said a lot of stuff at the hospital. Just, I was in shock. But I'm not upset anymore. How did you feel when you found out?
Well, naturally, part of me was disgusted that my mom had sex with Pops. Sorry, I mean that dirty, rotten prick. But I know he's a good man once you get past his violent outbursts and obsession with prostitutes. And you and me have always been like brothers anyway. Now it's just official. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, you're right. That is cool. But it does change things.
How?
Like, remember in fourth grade when we played doctor with Cindy Thompson?
Yeah.
Well, when we did that, we were brothers.
Yeah, we were. Hey, remember when we were 12 and you swiped Pop's Swiss Army knife and we became blood brothers? Really, we were already blood brothers.
That's right. Hey, remember junior year of high school? You banged my sister.
They both grimace.
Oh, you win. I can't top that one.
Mitch, do you really think this plan can work? I mean, can we save Pops?
Yes. And no. I just don't know what else to do. We have to give Farthing the money by tomorrow night. This is our only hope.
Interior shelter day. Mitch and Sam are there, along with Kathy, Gladys, Kirkpatrick, plus the tenants, Ron, and various other couples of different types, ages, nationalities, and their children. There's an uneasy silence.
Why did I let you talk me into this? What are we doing here?
Just relax. I've got a plan.
Yeah, I think these people have a plan too, and it involves hurting us.
It's okay. Kathy will help us with that.
Listen up, everybody. This is Mitch and Sam, the people responsible for driving you into homelessness. I can't vouch for anything they say because they're both awful, awful people. But they wanted to talk to you, so here they are.
Is it me or is there some tension in the room?
No, just everyone here wants to beat the shit out of you.
Gladys nods. Even me. Gladys smiles at Mitch and gives him the finger. Kirkpatrick walks over to Sam and punches him hard in the stomach. Sam doubles over and sticks to the floor. All I have to say is this doesn't work. I'm gonna kill you two and have your corpses thrown in jail.
Okay, rough start. Anyway, we're sorry about what we did. It was wrong, and we want to get your apartments back for you.
Sam is still doubled over in the background.
Sorry.
What we were trying to do was earn $50,000 to get a heart transplant for our dad.
You are brothers?
Yeah, it's a long story.
My dad boned his mom.
Okay, it's a short story. Look, I've always believed you should never take crap from anybody. My dad told me that before I even knew he was my dad. And Travis Cole, man, he's given each of us a lot of crap. But if we work together, I think we can all get what we want and get revenge on that no-good bastard. Are you with me? Okay, are you with me based on the assumption that if it doesn't work, y'all get to kick my ass?
Yeah.
I
guess.
I guess.
All right, great. Who likes opera?
Exterior Opera House Day. The marquee reads, Grand reopening tonight. Travis Cole presents Don Giovanni. Across the street, Mitch and Sam huddle with Martin and two other homeless guys. When Cole goes to the opera, he has like this henchman working with the ushers and ticket takers and everything. That way he feels completely secure.
That's gonna make it tough.
Tough, but not impossible. Hey, when you were talking about this secret dark side of Travis Cole's, do you have proof of any of that stuff?
Oh, absolutely. There's some crazy pictures they took from his safe. Never had the guts to do anything with them, but you can have them if you want them.
Oh, I want them.
Exterior Opera House, alley entrance day. Sam, dressed up in a brown uniform, pushing a box on a cart. Ouch. Walks up to the henchman at the door.
Hey, buddy. Gotta deliver some opera costumes here?
Henchman pulls out a clipboard. What's the company name? Sam punches the henchman, knocking him out. Mitch pops his head out from inside the box.
Very clever. Let's go.
Sam pushes the cart in. Mitch ducks down. Interior backstage day. Mitch and Sam walk out of the staff locker room. Interior staff locker room day. 18 lobby and office henchmen are getting ready for work. They are also eating from a table filled with brownies wrapped in blue plastic, like the medical testing brownies that made Sam hallucinate. Oh, God. A sign above the table reads, Fat-free brownies, compliments of Travis Cole.
Hey, these brownies are great. You gotta try one.
Another henchman eats one and nods. Exterior service elevator day. Mitch summons in 10 of the prostitutes from the car dealership, Revenge, and 3 homeless guys from Cole's building.
All right, let's go. Everybody in.
Sam and Jimmy No Nose lift Pops' wheelchair through the door. Pops is looking at all of the prostitutes.
Good Lord, I'm in whore heaven.
Interior staff locker room. The henchmen are all sweating, shivering, and covered with rashes, sitting in a circle, cheering on something that only they can see. Excuse me. One henchman is unaffected by the brownies except for some itching behind the ear. Mitch and Sam enter and start gathering up the usher uniforms.
Hey, what's going on here? Why are you taking all the uniforms?
Oh, you see, what we're gonna do is
Sam knocks him out with one punch, and Mitch looks at the hallucinating henchman.
What are they watching?
I don't even want to guess.
POV henchman. In the middle of the circle, a ring announcer speaks to a ring on a microphone dropped from above.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, weighing in at 225 pounds, the former heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier.
When the henchmen cheer, Joe Frazier raises his arms.
And in this corner, weighing in at 89 pounds, Webster.
The henchmen cheer. Emmanuel Lewis raises his arm. The ring announcer leaves, and the mic is pulled up, and a bell rings. Emmanuel bobs and weaves up to Joe Frazier, who steps forward and punches Emmanuel in the face, knocking him out. The henchmen are silent. Interior hallway, the grand stairwell. Kathy is there, along with the tenants from the building.
All right, have everybody put these on. You're the ushers.
Mitch hands her a pile of usher uniforms, a list, and an opera floor plan.
The building tenants here are going to serve as the ushers and ticket takers. Have them put these on and tell them what to do, okay?
Can't believe I'm doing this. I don't even know why I'm here.
Oh, wait, I know. Intense physical attraction to me. Come on, people, get those uniforms on.
Kathy is not amused. Interior dressing room day, the tenor. A big fat guy is pacing the dressing room in his boxer shorts, cursing in Italiano.
Mom of the movie.
Hey, Senor Arante, what's the trouble?
My costume is not here. I need my costume to go on.
All right, just relax. The costume is here, and I'm going to track it down personally. Hey, you're a fat guy. Would you care for some brownies?
Mm-hmm. Interior Opera House night. The auditorium is filling up. We follow homeless guy number 1 as he enters a row, causing people to stand as he passes them.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry, I know I smell. Plus, I farted. Excuse me.
He walks through the row until he comes out the other side, then does the exact same thing on the next row.
Excuse me. Hey, did you fart? No, that was me from before. Sorry. Excuse me.
A long shot reveals his homeless buddies doing this also. Exterior Opera House night. Reporter Neil McMichael is standing outside the Opera House with a camera crew doing a live remote.
We're here at the grand reopening of the Chelsea Opera House. Joining me is the man responsible for this glorious event, real estate mogul Travis Cole.
Travis Cole with his Chihuahua stands next to George.
Neil, I'm particularly proud of the two things about tonight's event. First, all proceeds from the opera will go to the benefit of the homeless. Secondly, I have personally overseen every aspect of this production, and I think it will go down in history as the finest staging of John Giovanni ever. Thank you.
Had to wet my whistle. Interior tenors dressing room night. A tray filled with brownie wrappers sits next to Errante, who is sweating, shivering, and covered with rashes, singing The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. Amazing song! Mitch looks in.
You gotta know when to hold them.
Oh yeah. Mitch closes the door. Errante's POV. Kenny Rogers is accompanying Errante. Errante is now dressed exactly like Kenny Rogers.
And never count your money.
Interior Opera House night. Angle on stage. Mayor Kenneth Riggins, Dickie Martin, walks on stage with a microphone as the house lights go down. A white screen drops in front of the curtain, and the slide image of Travis Cole and his Chihuahua appear.
Hello, everyone. I'm your mayor, Kenneth Riggins. Before tonight's opera, we're going to take a moment to recognize the man who made this night possible, the best friend this city's ever had, Travis Cole.
The audience applauds. Angle on Cole's private box. Cole, with his chihuahua at the opera, is beaming with pride. Angle on the stage.
Travis is a friend to the homeless.
What is he? Next slide is of Cole out in front of his building with crazy gleam in his eyes, shooting a flamethrower at a bunch of panicked homeless people. Angle on Cole's private box.
What the?
Wow. Angle on stage.
He's a friend to underprivileged youth.
The next slide is a smiling Cole dressed as Santa Claus at an orphanage. He's greeting a bunch of little boys with a bag of presents, but the boys are horrified because Cole's Santa Claus outfit does not include pants or underwear. The audience gasps again. Angle on Cole's back. Cole angrily takes out a walkie-talkie.
Jenkins, get down on the floor and stop the slideshow.
Interior staff locker room. Day walkie-talkie sits on the floor. Oh, wait. Yeah. Sits on the floor.
Jenkins, come in. Come in, Jenkins.
Sorry. As the hallucinating henchmen get a dance lesson from Fred Rerun Barry of the sitcom What's Happening?
Okay, now try this one.
Rerun does one of his cool dance moves, which the henchman attempts to replicate. Interior Opera House, back of auditorium. Sam is running a slide projector. Martin is with him. Oh, the next one, Sam. He made me take the picture. Angle on stage.
But most of all, ladies and gentlemen, Travis Cole is a friend to his constant companion, Spunky.
The next slide is Cole sitting in his office, naked, wearing a fire hydrant costume with his face sticking out of the top. His mouth is wide open as he holds his frightened chihuahua, oh God, Spunky, over his head facing the camera. The audience gasps louder, causing Mayor to finally look at the screen.
Holy shit! I mean, enjoy the opera, everyone.
God, that's disgusting. Mayor leaves the stage and the screen goes up. Angle on Cole's private box. Cole has his walkie-talkie. Meanwhile, Spunky is Chihuahua escapes.
Jenkins, Robinson, Foster, where the fuck are you?
Cole smashes the walkie-talkie down on the floor, then turns to leave his box and finds Mitch.
Hey, where you going? You're gonna miss your dirty opera.
How did you? It doesn't matter. He'll be gone in a minute.
Interior outside Cole's box. Cole pulls the curtains to exit his box and finds 10 prostitutes blocking his exit. The Saigon whore who bit Jimmy's nose off growls at him. Steps back.
You didn't count on my loyal army of prostitutes, did you?
All right, what do you want?
Ah, relax. You don't want to make a scene on opening night, do you? Let's culture it up here for a while.
Interior opera stage. The curtain is raised, and the spotlight, worked by Jimmy and No Nose, comes up across on the fat lady on stage. She sings beautifully across the stage. Another spotlight comes up. It's Pops wearing a hospital gown with an opera costume over it, including a funny helmet. Pops looks at the fat lady.
Wow, get a load of that mountain range.
Pops slowly trudges across the stage after her. Interior opera audience, they are perplexed, except for the opera critic who leans in to his date. This is the most daring portrayal of Don Giovanni I have ever seen. Truth, man. Interior opera private box. He's fuming. He scowls at Mitch.
You're ruining the opera. You're ruining Don Giovanni.
What? Who's that dude? Oh, no, we're not. Trust me. All we've done so far is make it more interesting.
Mitch signals Sam, who is near the orchestra. Sam opens a cage filled with 12 skunks.
Now we're ruining it.
Interior opera house audience. The skunks run wild. Audience members scream and hold their noses. There is mayhem on the floor, except for the opera critic, who smiles while his date holds her nose. They're using skunks to heighten the atmosphere of squalor and despair. It's brilliant!
You high?
She takes off, joining the exiting crowd. Exterior Opera House night. As TV crews pack up, a huge crowd comes streaming out of the front door in a panic, followed a beat later by 6 skunks. Neil and the other reporters see this.
Come on, something's up inside.
The reporters and crews fight to get inside. Yeah, this is so me, sorry. Interior Opera private box, which surveys the chaos. Down on the floor, reporters and camera crews are setting up quickly.
Oh, good, the cameras are here. Hey, Travis, remember when you said this?
I guess I showed you guys a thing or two about dirty work.
Mitch hits rewind.
Yeah. So?
Well, that was a crazy thing to say. I mean, look at this place. More importantly, though,
Mitch hits play.
find out if other guys' penises are the same length erect as they are flaccid.
Mitch hits fast forward.
Sorry, I went too far.
Mitch hits play.
Listen, Cole, you owe us $50,000 for getting the building condemned at 99 Franklin Street, so let's have it.
But Mitch, I don't even own the building on 99 Franklin. I told you I did, but I lied. Good luck trying to prove it.
I bet those reporters down there would love to hear this.
Cole's head swings around and sees the reporters down below. It takes him 1/10 of a second to reply.
How much do you want?
All I want is the $50,000 you owe us. Make the check out to Dr. Farthing.
Cole pulls out his checkbook and furiously writes a check.
Hey, Kirkpatrick.
Cole hands Mitch the check. James Kirkpatrick, contract in hand, joins them.
And Kirkpatrick here is going to punch you in the stomach.
Kirkpatrick punches Cole hard in the stomach.
That's not part of the deal. It's just that if you screw Kirkpatrick over, he likes to punch you in the stomach. Now you're going to sign this contract, giving ownership of 99 Franklin back to Kirkpatrick, and making you responsible for all expenses to repair the building.
Here.
Cole signs the contract. Kirkpatrick takes it. Thanks, Mitch. I'm glad I didn't have to punch you in the stomach.
Me too.
Kirkpatrick leaves.
Well, it's been great doing business with you. Dr. Farthing,
Farthing enters. Mitch hands him the check.
here's the 50 grand.
Great, Mitch. Now, I'm going to double this money with the help of a little filly running the 10th race.
Mitch grabs Dr. Farthing and shakes him.
No! You're going to go straight to pay off your bookies so that you can live to perform Pops' heart transplant.
Oh, yes, Mitch, of course. Thank you. How much you want to bet I go straight to my bookie with this money?
Just get there.
Farthing exits with Mitch's back turned to him. Cole grabs the mini recorder out of his back pocket.
Aha!
Cole hits record.
Note to self, stop payment of $50,000 check.
Cole takes the tape out and tosses the recorder over the side of the balcony. Interior Opera audience area. Neil is with the TV crew doing a report in the background. Pops is chasing the fat lady up and down the aisles.
As you can see, the Opera House has been invaded by skunks.
Neil is conked in the head by a falling mini recorder.
Ow! And miniature tape recorders.
Interior Opera private box. Cole is pulling the tape out of the cassette, ruining it.
Ah, man, I feel naked without my mini recorder.
You idiot. That building contract won't hold up for 10 seconds after my lawyers get a hold of it. And whoops, what happened to your tape?
Oh, you wrecked it. Well, luckily I've got a copy of the tape in the house PA system.
Mitch waves to Kathy, who's at the mixing board with Gladys, who's holding Spunky, the Chihuahua.
Hit it, Kathy.
Kathy hits a button.
Note to self, shitting pants is unpleasant, even with adult diaper.
Mitch looks over the balcony.
No, it's a little bit past that.
Cole is now livid.
You little bastard! You can't destroy me! I'm Travis Cole! No one destroys Travis Cole! No one! Not even Travis!
Cole runs and lunges at Mitch, knocking both of them over the side of the box. Then, interior Opera House audience area right under the private box. Cole and Mitch land on top of the fat lady. Aww.
Cole, you owe us $50,000 for getting the building condemned at 99 Franklin Street, so let's have it.
But Mitch, I don't even own the building at 99 Franklin. I told you I did, but I lied. Good luck trying to prove it.
The wall of reporters and cameramen shooting the scene are shocked. Interior Manetti's bar, same time Manetti is watching the opera chaos on TV while Paul, the little guy, sits on the bar enjoying a beer.
Wow, Mitch sure nailed that Travis Cole.
And how?
Interior Opera House audience area, same time Mitch and Cole are lying on top of the fat lady.
You okay, fat lady? Yes, just keep that frightening old man away from me.
Pops reaches them.
I don't care if you are my son, Mitch. You gotta go find your own broad.
The critic is giving them a standing ovation. Bravo! Bravo! Exterior Opera House night. Meal with TV crew.
In a shocking turn of events at the Chelsea Opera House tonight, real estate mogul Travis Cole has been arrested for fraud.
Nearby, two policemen have Cole handcuffed near a police car. Cole sees one of his henchmen, Jenkins, wandering out of the opera in a daze.
Jenkins, listen to me. This is very important. I need you to put a stop payment on a check I made out to Dr. Farthing, $50,000. You got that?
Jenkins' POV, he's still hallucinating. Because of Cole, he sees a professional wrestler, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Hey, Jenkins! Is the Macho Man Randy Savage gonna pin Ric Flair?
Oh my god, that was amazing. Angle on Cole and Jenkins.
Absolutely!
Police push Jenkins into the car.
Okay, Jenkins, I'm counting on you.
Interior hospital waiting room day. Mitch, Sam, Kathy, and Gladys are waiting. Dr. Farthing walks in. He looks glum.
It's been realized. Didn't cover the spread.
What about Pops' heart transplant?
The operation went great. I could have bet on it. No, who am I kidding? Then I would have bet against myself and thrown it.
Interior hospital room day. Pops is in bed. Mitch, Sam, Kathy, and Gladys are there.
So how do you feel, Pops?
I feel great, Mitch. Thanks to my boys, you and Sam. And now that I've met Gladys here, I'd like to see if the doc can fix up another part of my body.
Pop looks over at Gladys, who blushes. Then he leans to Mitch and Sam, although everyone can hear him say,
I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with cock.
Next year, dirty work offices day. Mitch stands by the Pontiac. He drives up Buick with Jimmy with a new nose and the Saigon whore who bit his nose off.
Hey, Jimmy, your new nose looks great.
Thanks, Mitch.
Hey, that can't be.
Yep, it's Lynn Young, the Saigon whore who bit my nose off. We're getting hitched.
That's, great.
And it never would have happened if I didn't see her in your TV commercial stunt.
Jimmy, let's go.
Hold on, I'm talking to my friend here. Well, so long, Mitch.
As they drive off in the Buick, Mitch grimaces and hears,
And I say, let's go. You go.
Hey, don't ever talk to me like that in front of my friends.
I'll talk to you any way I want.
Look, bitch, hey, ow, damn it, you bit my new nose off. Ah!
Mitch shakes his head. Kathy walks up to him.
Ready to eat?
Let's go.
Interior Pontiac day. Mitch drives. Kathy is next to him.
So I guess you realize now there's another side to all this dirty work stuff.
What do you mean? We saved Pops? We saved your grandmother's building?
Yeah, but a lot of those problems were made worse when this element of revenge was brought into it. I definitely think what goes around comes around.
Maybe, but there are times when revenge is completely acceptable. Like the other day. I'm standing outside, minding my own business, and these 10 frat guys beat the hell out of me. How about that?
Sure, in that case, I guess those guys deserve something.
Exterior street corner day. Mitch is dialing a payphone. Kathy stands with him.
I don't think I can do this.
Okay, you don't have to do it then.
All right. Mitch hands Kathy the phone, surprising her. Interior Aldo's Pizza Day. Aldo picks up the phone.
Aldo's Pizza.
Hi. Can you tell me it's taking so long with the 10 cheese pizza we ordered like an hour ago?
What? Missy, I didn't get no order for 10 pizzas.
No, we didn't get the order, which I guess that means they're free now, since it's way past a half an hour. Now, I suggest you bring these pizzas to 211 Sunset Drive, quick, unless you want my boyfriend Jason to kick the crap out of you.
He's gonna kick the crap out of me.
Hey, douchebag, you guys shit in your ears or what? Hang up the phone and bring the free pizzas, got it?
Oh, I'll bring them down there, but I ain't bringing no pizza. I'll be there.
Interior frat house state. Jason and Terry and the other frat guys are eating donuts. Jason picks up the Polaroid from the bottom of the box and looks at it. He then spits it out, the donut, Angle and the Polaroid. Mitch and Sam are naked except for donuts on their dicks and fraternity baseball hats on their head. They are smiling, Angle on Jason.
They're gonna die for this.
Exterior frat house day. Aldo and
Oh,
8 big guys from the pizzeria are at the front of the door, which Aldo rings. Jason opens the outside door, but not the screen door.
You, Jason? Yeah, who wants to know?
Aldo punches him in the face through the screen door. Aldo's guys then wreak havoc on the frat guys in their house. Exterior Pontiac day. Mitch and Kathy are in the Pontiac. Kathy's driving.
Now admit it, that was fun.
I'm not admitting anything. But maybe in an hour we stick that Mexican place down the street on them?
I vote for the Chinese place. I don't know if you realize this, but all Chinese people know karate.
All Chinese people do not necessarily know karate. Mitch, what am I going to do with you?
Note to self, refrain from saying something really dirty here. Yay! Bravo! Well, thank you to everyone who witnessed this masterpiece happen right in front of you. And goodbye.